I'm going to show you how you can improve your time on Team Jam number 92 because closer times equals better racing, so let's get into it. What up guys, it's MXMiKEMX here, back at it with another Team Jam tutorial. This one's of Team Jam number 92, and by the end of this video, you're going to know how to improve your time in order to score the most amount of points for your team. Now before we get into this week's Team Jam tutorial, just a reminder that this week's Team Jam track is in the track editor, so go and practice there before you burn tickets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this track. Now, there are a few different line options here. We're going to go over a basic run and then explore some of the different line options in order to help you improve your time. Now, we're going to start out here with a wheelie, and then I'm going to press forward and then jump over the tabletop, land back here, scrub, downside here. Now I'm going to land pressing back, and then I'm going to get onto the brakes right here, and then once I get to the face of the jump, I'm going to press forward, and then as soon as I get to the base of the jump, I'm going to let off the gas here, press forward, and start engaging my scrub. Now this can be done a little cleaner, but that's basically the concept of doing that jump. And now I'm going to press forward here and then scrub towards the top of this jump to downside the triple. And then here I'm going to hold back and jump all the way over the lip of this jump right there. I feel that that is the easiest way to do that. It's not the quickest way, but definitely the easiest. Now I'm going to press forward here and scrub, and then press forward here and scrub, and then hold back and then scrub towards the top of this jump so that I can double here, downside, double, double, and then I'm going to press forward and then scrub towards the top of this jump and repeat the process. Press forward, scrub towards the top, then press forward, scrub towards the top. And then here I'm going to double the next jump, and then I'll press forward and scrub towards the top. And then for right here, I'm going to land pressing back, and then on the base of the jump, I'm going to press forward. That way I can compress the front suspension and get a little bit of an extra hop from the front suspension, which will give me a little bit more height. And so as soon as I do that, at the top of the jump, I'm going to start to scrub here and then hold my scrub. That way I can clear this whipple right here. And then I'm going to land pressing back, and then on the face of the jump, I'm going to press forward and then scrub towards the top. And that'll get me the downside this jump right here, blitz the whoops as fast as I can. And then right here, I'm just going to get my wheelie angle correct and do a classic wheelie scrub right here. And then I'm going to land pressing back. And then I'm going to start to press forward. That way I can shift my rider's weight towards the front. And as soon as I see that that front suspension is completely compressed, I'm going to start engaging on my scrub button. And that way it keeps me moving forward and low, and I can downside that, and then I'll just hold a wheelie out for the rest of this run. And that helped me get 101.8, but I do know that I can go faster by cleaning up that previous run, so we'll dive into that. Now starting out here, I'm going to press forward. Now the difference here is I'm actually going to start leaning my rider forward a lot sooner than I did the previous run. That way I can shift my rider's weight to the front, compress that front suspension, and scrub. That way it keeps my forward momentum going and keeps me low. So as you can see here, I'm already pressing forward and then hitting that scrub button, and all of a sudden I'm gaining time, land on the back, press forward on the face, hit the scrub button, keep me lower, and scrub towards the top of that jump, downside. Now the difference, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to hold back, and then on the face of the jump, I'm going to press forward right here, get that front suspension compressed, and then as soon as I leave the face of the jump, I'm going to start to engage my whip button, and then I'm going to maintain my scrub angle from here, clear that lip, give myself some distance, straighten back out, and then I'm going to do a classic wheelie scrub with the scrub mechanic here, press forward and scrub there, and then scrub towards the top of that jump to double, double, and then same here, classic wheelie scrub with scrub component there to double, on top, double, press forward and scrub there, and then land on the back lean button, then press forward, and then hit that scrub button so that I can clear the lip of that. Do that the exact same way, downside, blitz these whoops, and as you can see, I already have over a 20-meter lead. Classic wheelie scrub here, press forward. As soon as I see my front suspensions compress, I scrub, downside this, wheelie, and just cleaning up my run, doing the exact same line. I already have a 32-meter lead, and that got me a full 1.1 seconds faster with a 1 minute 0.7, but I do know that I can go faster from there. So we're going to do a little bit of a different line in this next run. Now, instead of jumping over the tabletop, you're going to see that I am going to do a classic wheelie scrub here, and then I'm going to hold back, and then as soon as I get my wheelie angle correct, I'm going to press forward, and then as soon as my back wheel hits the lip of the jump, I'm going to press back, and then I'm going to do the wall scrub as I've previously shown you, and then scrub towards the top of that, press forward, scrub towards the top, clear that, and as you can see, I already have a 12-meter lead just by doing that different line. Now I'm going to do a classic wheelie scrub with scrub component there, and then a classic wheelie scrub there, double, double, then scrub, scrub, scrub again on top of this, double, press forward and scrub, press forward, hit the scrub button, same there, downside this, blitz the whoops, and then classic wheelie scrub there, press forward, get my front suspension to compress, start to immediately engage on the scrub button, keeps me moving forward and low and able to downside that, and just by doing that different line, I had a 12-meter lead, which got me half a second faster, but I do know that I can go a little faster than that, so we're going to add what is a much faster line in here, which is a move called the K-flip. Now, the K-flip starts on this straightaway. You have to get your front wheel angle absolutely perfect. And once that's perfect, you can see I'm holding forward, and I'm still holding forward. Now, right here, I'm just maintaining the rotation of the K-flip. And there's really no way to describe other than it's kind of a visual feel for me, where I can see how fast or slow I'm doing the front flip. And once I get that speed of how fast I'm doing that front flip, then I know that I can just keep doing that, and that'll get me to bounce off of the table onto this new line, which is doubling off of the table, and then I press forward here. Nothing fancy. Downside this. Now, right here, you see I just let off the gas because this is a much faster line. I'm carrying a lot more speed, so I'm gonna let off the gas for a split second to slow myself down, get back onto the gas, press forward, and then scrub towards the top of this. Just letting off the gas, that split second is enough to get me to downside that. I'm gonna press forward there, scrub, clear that, and then the rest of the run is exactly the same as the previous runs that I've shown you. Now, there is a faster line here that I'm not going to show you in the video, but instead of, it's right after this section, right here, instead of pressing forward on the face of this jump and doing the whipple over this, you would just hold back the entire time and then bounce off of the top of this lip right here to get you to land on top of this table right here. It is a very difficult line to do, and instead of showing you guys that, just tell you about it. If you have the skill to do it, great. If not, no worries. These are plenty fast lines right here, and as you can see, just doing the K-flip, I already have a 44-meter lead. Now, I messed up on this run. In this section, I started to wheelie backwards, and this is where that wheelie tutorial comes in, learning how to maintain your wheelie. Instead of crashing or hitting the brake, I just start to tap the gas button while holding forward just to make it across the finish line. Now, that got me at 58.7. I know that I could go a lot faster just by doing a much smoother run on that, and by not starting to wheelie backwards here. And so what I did was an identical run and just showed you the difference here where I'm one-on-one, I downside, and then instead of tapping the gas to prevent myself from looping out, I just did a wheelie better there and got a 12-meter lead, which got me down to a 58.1. And then from there, I would continue just to iron out my runs and smooth them out and get into the 57s and eventually the 56s. And so, yeah, guys, that is a lap, and I would like to have a huge shout out to this week's tutorial video sponsors. That's Georgia Moto, Rough Riders, and FMF. Thank you guys so much for your support. And also, I hope that you're enjoying the content and finding it helpful. If you want to support me, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. It's only just $5 a month, and it really helps me keep creating and improving on the videos that you love. A lot of time, effort, and energy goes into these. And I really try to give the most amount of value that I can in this. If there's anything you'd like to see that you haven't seen, please comment below, let me know. And yeah, if you're enjoying this content, guys, please like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. And if not, guys, we'll catch you guys next week.